Hi, my name is Jordan Thornsberg, and today I'm going to show you how you can make an LED lightsaber that is controllable with one of these infrared RGB remotes to change to various different colors. It also has effects like flash, strobe, fade, and smooth. For 25 bucks, Mama Break Joe here. If you've got a little bit more of a budget, for $40, this lightsaber will be able to be controlled on an app from your phone. Yeah, so let's get started. For this build, we'll need just a few tools. A saw or something you can cut PVC with, such as a PVC cutter tool. Those exist. I personally do not own one, but if you do, great for you. A metallic file, and lastly, some sort of adhesive. I'll be using PVC adhesive because that's probably ideal in this situation since we're using it on PVC, but I imagine lots of different adhesives would work. And here are the materials you'll need. The first thing I'm going to want to do is create the blade. Now this LED spool has about 300 LEDs on it, and they're just basically going to be wrapped around this half-inch PVC pipe. File out a notch. Ow! To find the appropriate depth for the notch, take your 1.5 inch to 1/2 inch PVC bushing and put it on the end. You want to ensure that you have sufficient room through which you can feed the wires that are coming off the LED strip. Then remove the paper backing over the adhesive and wrap it up. We'll want to cut that extra bit off, but not so much. You don't want to cut it right to the edge because then you won't be able to put your 1/2 inch PVC cap on there. I'm just going to use tape to tape down this extra wire here. You can cut it off. It won't affect anything, but for now I'm just going to tie it down and get out of the way. Also, tape is good for keeping it from unraveling, which obviously would be not ideal. Next, we'll be putting together the handle or the hilt, and this will use our 1.5 inch PVC pipe. Now we have a brand new mess. We're going to take our file and create another divot. While it works, there's probably much better tools you can use, like maybe a rotary tool with a cut-off attachment. Would probably make that a lot easier, but if you want a smarter solution, ask a smarter person. The depth that you'll want to make this varies based on the coupler that you get. Like I've had kind of deep couplers before. This is kind of a shallow one, so that when I put it on here, you can see that I still have a gap where I can pull the infrared sensor out of, and that will allow us to use our remote. Because if it's on the inside, it would not work. We're going to put some adhesive on the 1/2 inch PVC. Then we're gonna put it on the 1.5 inch to 1/2 inch bushing. And then put your 1.5 inch coupler onto there. Now let's connect the blade to the handle. Take your battery enclosure holder and attach your 9-volt adapter here and feed that through to the top. And the top is the part with the notch here, and just stick that out the notch. Now take your LED controller here. I'm going to tuck the 4-pin around the back here, and this infrared sensor will go out the notch here. Jam this in, it should fit pretty perfectly. This barrel adapter can plug in to the LED controller. These 4-pin connectors, there's a little arrow that shows you which way they go. So make sure you're getting that lined up correctly or it will not work. Try not to crush everything when you put this together. In order to keep this from rattling around so much, I stick a piece of foam. This can be anything. It can be like a wadded up piece of toilet paper in the bottom cap, and jam it on there. Voila. Once you put batteries in here, we will have a working lightsaber. Use some sort of tape to hold these pieces together. Now, something to keep in mind is that when the batteries get low, you're gonna lose a lot of these color options, and it's only going to have RG and B available, red, green, and blue. Keep that in mind. That's how you know when your batteries are maybe not really low, because I had it last for a number of hours with just RGB. But when you're full battery, you should be able to access all of these different colors. When you want to change your batteries, obviously take the end cap off, pull this away, unplug the barrel adapter, and then put it into this notch here, and that will allow you to pull the battery compartment out far enough to access. But if you need a little more space, you can, I guess, push it down. But yeah, so let's put some batteries in there. Purpley, blue. So if you want to go for the upgraded version, the one that's controllable through your phone, get this little guy. It is the Wi-Fi LED controller. So instead of that white box that I jammed in there, you'll want to put this guy. You'll just need to use an app, Magic Home. I can control the brightness here. I can control on this color wheel what the color is. It's not highly accurate. You can create custom macros, so you can set the colors and whether you want to strobe between them, jump between them, or like do a crossfade. My personal favorite is the microphone function. It listens to what your phone is hearing. So if you wanted this to be like a party light, you just put your phone to where it can hear the music. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots. So that's how to build a pretty powerful lightsaber for $25 to $40, depending on your LED controller. I'm gonna try this again.